Uh,
Hit the wrong
yeah, I
button.
just saw it.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
people starting to join.
Yeah, but good stuff on them trades though. Definitely good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Uh, Market went crazy overnight though. Went up like almost $3.
Yeah, we got a chance to check it out.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing
Sorry
pretty
about that.
good. Hold on.
Morning.
You had the wrong link sent out. Sorry about that. All right, everybody. Today is in the Hebraic community and the Jewish community. Today is the one second. Good morning, that's Miss Hawkins. Good morning. They call me Frank. Good morning, Herbert. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So the market shot up last night. Went kind of crazy. $3 move. Anybody was swinging calls?
I
Anybody?
was, man. I was down $56 when the market closed and it came up and opened up. I was up 20 something. Now I'm down $4. So
Okay, you
we'll
basically
see what
break
happens.
even.
I'm playing to stand. I think it's going to go up some more. I'm staying in it, but we'll see. I lost over in another trade yesterday. SPX, I lost 110. So
Ah,
we'll see.
yeah. I had
Yeah. Let's see.
yesterday. You lost using calls yesterday, and then at the end, when it shot down, it got you. Or how that worked
Yeah,
out?
no, I got in early in the day, man, and it never got. I think my entry was just bad, and I never got out of it. I took the whole loss. I had bought two
Oh, got
contracts
you. You rolled it out.
and just let it go to waste.
Got you. You rolled it
Yeah,
out.
because I had zero DTE.
Oh, okay. Got
So
you. Got you. Got you. Yeah. That zero to E went the wrong way on you, and then that was it. If you don't
yeah,
if you on
I
Instagram,
waited too late to get in, man. Chasing waterfalls.
yeah, definitely TLC around. Yep. Yesterday, so right now we at 4:30. We broke through 4:30, and we are. One second. If you want to see my screen, you on Instagram, go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. All right, yeah. So we're at that 430 mark on SPY right now. We crossed over the 430 mark, which is real dope. So we kind of gaining some leg. You can see, so we had some nice runs up, but for the most part, it's been like what $2 runs up. It's been major some swings from we were down a couple dollars and then we swung, went to the top, and right now we're at this 430 area on SPY. So it's gonna be very, very, very interesting. Okay, very interesting to see. It's gonna be very interesting to see what transpires from here as far as where do we go. 1 second. All right, there we go. Like, what in the world? And we're right here at a 4-hour supply, a 4-hour key zone as well. So we're at a 4-hour key zone. Nice supply. I'm gonna show that to y'all in a minute. We've been on a nice little upward trend for the past 1, 2, 3, and we actually formed an upward trend as well on a 1-hour time frame. Got a nice upward trend showing. So we could possibly see a slight pullback to around that 429.5 area. Somewhere around that 429.5 area could be a nice bounce area to come back up, because 429 is a 1-hour demand zone. But we do have a 1-hour supply zone right above us at 432, 432.5 to 434. So we could possibly see a nice consolidation. As Hawkins, I got into a Nike call yesterday. Congratulations, you should be up. You should be up in that Nike call, Ms. Hawkins. Good stuff. Let's see. You should definitely be up.
It also let you know it's a pivot point at 430.89. That's a resistant one. It's been kind of hitting it. It's dropping below it now, but it was hitting there pretty good.
Which one? What it is again?
430.89.
Okay, gotcha.
That was a resistant
Chris.
one.
Chris,
Yes, sir.
if we can't see your screen, it's a black screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. My camera not on. Okay. All right. Go
There
ahead.
you
Go ahead. Go ahead, William. Thank you, Joseph.
You know, I was just saying that they had a resistant one at 430.89. I mean, if y'all want me to put the pivot points in the chat, I could do that.
Okay, cool. And holy crap, Miss Hawkins, you should be up big, and you should be. Hopefully, you sold already, Miss Hawkins. You shouldn't play. Do not play around with that trade you in right now. Sell right now and get out. Gracious. Nike had its earnings yesterday, and apparently Dion sent Nike through the roof, and it went crazy. He shot up $10 yesterday. Nike did off of earnings. So hopefully you took your profit, Miss Hawkins, and you should have a great weekend, a nice weekend off of that return. Okay. Oh, all right. So let's get into it. So we're not gonna quick.
Good morning. I played the opposite.
Yeah, I don't blame you though.
I had played the opposite. I like, dang.
I didn't even know they had earnings coming up. Nike had earnings coming up. That's crazy. Yeah, it went bananas. Dion did his thing for real. Definitely did his thing. So today is it's a quick biblical moment. Not gonna go into anything deep. Today is the first day of the Feast of Tabernacles, and also called the Feast of Booths. And what that is back in Leviticus, with the Most High gave his feast days, he said on this day, I want everybody on this day, have like a feast, you eat good, right? But then you dwell in booths in 7 days. And the reason why it was supposed to happen, the reason why the Most High asked us to do this is because of he wants us to remember our time that our ancestors was in the wilderness once they came out of Egypt. So you would stay in booths for 7 days, and then on the first day you have a feast, And on the last day, you would have a feast. And the main thing was just to remember basically where you came from, right? Remember, know where you are right now when the children of Israel came into the promised land. Ms. Hawkins said she made $522 profit. Congratulations, everybody. CYC, everybody. CYC in the chat for Ms. Hawkins. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. So the whole purpose was to see, for you guys, basically for everybody to remember where you came from, okay? And it's very important to always remember where you came from, where you started, like we kind of talked about last week. Always remember where you came from. Remember when you always better, most people are probably better than what they were 10 years ago, or probably better than what they were 20 years ago. So you want to always be okay with not being where you want to be, but where you are is something that's something that's good, right? And like I said, I've had to catch myself like that multiple times, right? Just in life in general, wanting to be somewhere, wanting to be at a different level, but you're 20, 30, 40 levels away from where you used to be, right? So that's definitely a blessing. So for the next 7 days, it's the Feast of Booths, starting today. We're not run our way into next week, and the main thing is just kind of remember where you come from, remember where you came from, give God praise, give Him thanks. If you're a person if you're a believer. If you're not a believer, it's all good, right? But if you are, give Him praise and give Him glory. And the main thing is this: one thing that stands out a lot is this. Roughly, what is it? I think 7 feast days in a year, right? And the Most High said in these feast days, do these through all your generations, right? Do these feast days forever. But we don't hear about these feast days at all for the most part, right? And each feast day is a symbol, is potentially like a symbol of the Most High coming back. If you look as far as the Feast of Tabernacles, if you look back in the book of Zechariah 14, where the Most High where it tells you about when Yahshua, that's Jesus, when he comes back. We all waiting on Yahshua to come back, right? If you're a believer. So when he comes back, right, he's coming back with vengeance, right? And he's coming back to reign over the 1,000 years on at the top of Mount Sinai, if I'm not mistaken, on David's throne. Let's say that, on David's throne, right? So in Zechariah 14 it says that all nations, right? All nations will come to worship the Most High at the Feast of Tabernacles, right? And any nation, if any nation does not come to worship the Most High or Yahshua, he's going to basically cut off their rain supply. So that land will not get any type of rain, right? So in the book of Zechariah, if it's foretelling the future, and I keep saying this, if you're someone that's a believer, in the book of Zechariah it says if you are a believer, you will have to come to the Feast of Tabernacle and worship the Most High, right? And that's in the last days. So if that's happening at the last days, why in the present time do we not do the Passover? Why do we not do the Feast of Tabernacle? Why do we not do the Day of Atonement and all of these things that the Most High has told us to do forever, right? Then, so when we had this conversation with people, I like to have these conversations with people. They say, well, Jesus paid it all. Jesus died, Yahshua died, and he paid it all he died for our sins. He died for everything, right? So if that's the case, if he paid it all, he paid everything except for our tithes, right? So why are we still paying tithes in church if Jesus paid it all, right? These are questions when you truly and really start digging, and you like, okay, let me find out what this is and what's not and what's not. Start asking yourself these questions. If Jesus paid it all, why do we still have to pay tithes in church? And why do they still use biblical scripture as a tithing method? These are just deep questions that I ask myself. And if you truly go and actually research and do the research on all of these, if anybody pay tithes, that's perfectly fine. I used to pay tithes 24/7 in church, right? But I haven't paid a tithe in church in probably about 7-8 years. When I go, I give donations. When I go, I give donations. But you can't truly pay a tithe in church because because you only can give a true tithe to a Levite, right? It goes deep. But in other words, it's some things that we say. I mean, that we've been brought up in the society that we're in right now. We've been told, hey, you have to do this right here. Then there's some things that's saying, hey, you don't have to do this right here. But this thing that you're not supposed to do, the Most High said, do this forever, do this for all generations, right? And and when it comes to a tithe, people tell you to make sure you do it, but they say, hey, a tithe should only go to a Levite. So then the next question is, does anybody know if they're a Levite or not? And that answer is no. So how can you truly or biblically actually give a tithe if you don't know who a Levite is? Because the only person who can accept a tithe is a Levite. Now you can definitely give donations. I give money and things of that nature all the time, right? So you can definitely give a donation, but the main thing is you don't want nobody's salvation to be tied up in, if I don't give this tithe, I think something bad is going to happen, right? So I remember when I was and this is just going to be short. I remember when I was tithing, right, like faithfully. You see what I'm saying? Every pay period. I would feel like if I did not give my tithe, something bad was gonna happen. Oh, my tire's gonna blow out. Or it's that and the third, and it was like you got to make sure you do it. But at the same time, I was doing out the goodness of my heart. But at the same time, I'm like, I still have to make sure I do this, right? But when you truly say, hey, let me see what's up, right? Let me dig deep, and you say, okay, this, something is not adding up. So I went to church one day. And in front of some of the elders, like we was having a conversation, because at one point in time I was actually in training I was in minister training school at my church. I went to the church and I started asking questions. I started asking questions about tithing. I started asking questions about this. I started asking questions about the feast days and all these things. And next thing you know, all my questions start getting shot down, and started ripping some feathers. And then one thing that really got under my skin is when I ask a question, they say it depends on who you ask, and for me, that wasn't a good enough answer, right? If I'm asking a question, I'm really asking a question. If you don't know the answer, you say you don't know the answer, and I can understand that, right? But if you tell me it depends on who you ask, now it's saying, okay, you're operating a certain way around certain things, and that's just not something I can do. So that's when I kind of stepped away from the church, probably like almost 2016, and I haven't been like part of a church like that, and I actually started digging deeper into the word myself and started to understand that the Bible is the most powerful source ever, and I truly hope y'all hear what I'm saying. The Bible is the most, and this, if you're a believer or not a believer, it doesn't matter, right? But the Bible is the most powerful source ever. The stories, the wisdom, the knowledge in the Bible exceeds so much. It's ridiculous, right? It tells you so many things. It's ridiculous, right? And it tells you the truth. Right? It tells you the truth. And if you actually go in and read that Bible, you're going to understand the truth. Right? When we go through these feast days are like they're serious. Right? The Most High, and when you look back in the Bible, when Yahshua was walking around in the Bible, he said, yeah, we got this feast day we got to go to. We got to get to this particular place for this feast day. Right? He mentioned these things, and right now we look at them like this Yahshua, Jesus paid it all, so therefore I don't have to do X, Y, Z. But if Jesus paid it all, Jesus should have paid all my tithes as well. Right? He should have paid everything. Like literally, if he paid all, you see what I'm saying? And no one is perfect, and by no means, but at the same time, no one is perfect by no means. And I understand that churches have to run off of money and all these things. But the same way, this is speaking coming to tithes, the same way, if I got $200 left in my name and my tithes supposed to be $180, when I sit down and say, should I pay my tithes or not? And someone in the church or the authority tells me, hey, trust God, he gonna make a way. You're supposed to pay your tithes, he gonna make a way. So you pay that $180, you got $20 left. Shouldn't it be the same way around when the church had to pay their bills and they looking for me to pay that $180 in tithes? Shouldn't we be able to say, hey, trust God, he gonna make sure this building taken care of, right? When you think about it in that manner, and then once you know the truth about paying tithes, you'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay them tithes this time. I may give a couple dollars. Now, if you want to pay, you might want to pay more than 10%, right? Sometimes I go and I pay more than 10%, and that's the 10%. I might do a whole study on tithing so I can really break it down to you. But in a nutshell, basically what I was saying today is a feast day, and the world does not acknowledge feast days, right? The world does not acknowledge feast days at all for the most part. The Jewish community does. They keep, the Jewish community does, but the world does not really acknowledge it. So, but the Most High said, do this forever. So then you gotta look at it two ways. The Most High say do it forever, and nobody's perfect, hands down, right? Nobody does everything they're supposed to do. But the Most High says you should observe it. The world say you don't have to observe it. And now you like right here, do I listen to the word or do I listen to the Most High? When I say the Bible is the most powerful source ever, the Bible is the most powerful source ever. Like literally, you want to turn your life around, read the whole Bible. It's gonna take some time, but literally read the whole Bible. And when you read the whole Bible, you're gonna start asking questions. And when you start asking questions, you're gonna start seeking. And when you start seeking, the Most High is going to start to reveal things to you. When the Most High start revealing things to you, the Most High is going to start revealing things to you. And you're going to be like, holy crap. You're going to look around and be like, holy crap. You're going to say, let me get some things back in order. And when you start to get those, when you have that holy crap moment, is when you have, and people may say, Chris, how you know? This, that, and third, right? This sounds da-da-da-da. Whatever you think or whatever this sounds like, you might sound crazy to you or whatever, it is what it is. But when you have that holy crap moment with the Most High and you say, holy crap, it's like that holy crap moment is like a personal shot from here to there, where the Most High say, okay, boom, such and such has had that holy crap moment. Christians had that holy crap moment or whatever, because now the Most High know when you have that holy crap moment, your whole thought process is now going to be focused on the Most High. And the reason why it's going to be focused on the Most High, because now you just got that source of information. You just got that source of information that now has made you look deeper, and now you're searching for the deep things in the Most High. You're no longer searching on the surface, or you're no longer just letting somebody tell you what the Most High wants from you or what the Most High said. Now you're going to look for yourself, and you're going to search deep things for yourself, and now you're finna start to rekindle build a personal relationship with the Most High, and that's all the Most High wants you to do is get a personal relationship with the Most High. I think it was in the book of Joel, I want to say. Verses chapter 3, I think it's chapter 3, something like that. But he says, the Most High said, I long for the time that the children of Israel called me Father. He said, I long for it. The Most High said, I desired, right, for the children of Israel to call me Father, right? He said that was a desire of his. Okay, so main thing is this. So once you have that moment, you're going to start searching the deep things in the Most High. Then things that you thought were how it was supposed to be, you're going to say, I see that maybe this or maybe that or maybe this or maybe that, right, should be changed and everything. And you're going to start seeing your life go to a whole nother level, because now you're going to understand when you're praying at night, hey, boom, pray for wisdom, pray for understanding, pray for knowledge, and not praying for material things. You're gonna be praying for a deeper relationship with the Most High. You're gonna be praying and say, hey, listen, Most High, whatever's going on in life, I don't care whatever's going on, just don't take your spirit away from me. Don't take your spirit away from me. Allow your spirit to be around me at all times. That's gonna be your desire. It's no longer going to be this. It's going to be a desire to be in the presence of the Most High at all times. And then when you feel like you're not in the presence of the Most High, you're going to feel uncomfortable with everything that's going on in life. You're not going to, your job is going to seem easier. A lot of things are going to seem a lot easier. But you have to start reading that word. I'm telling you, if you're not hearing anything I'm saying right now, that book is the most powerful source, because that book is greatly inspired by the Most High himself. This book has been passed around from for years, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and for the most part, it's kept all of the integrity. Of course, you know, some things in it some things in it as far as language changes and all that stuff. But for the overall thing, the overall story, the overall thing of this book right here has been passed down through generations and generations, and it's the most powerful. It's one of the most powerful things on earth, and it's so powerful because it tells you about this higher being that created the heavens and the earth. My wife pregnant. Well, she wasn't. Crap. Take that back. Knock on wood. My wife was pregnant. We don't need no more kids running around no time soon, right? But when my wife was pregnant, an umbilical cord connected to the baby, and my wife could feed our child in her stomach for 9 months. The baby is sitting inside my wife's stomach for 9 months. Do you guys hear that? I know my wife didn't say, hey, a umbilical cord grow and go into the baby and feed the baby. No, it just happens. A baby can sit in a woman's stomach for 9 months. When the baby comes out, the baby understands, and the Most High created milk into the woman's breast. The woman can make milk come out of her breast, and she can put her baby on her breast and feed the baby. No matter what situation you in, if you have zero food in your house, a baby can latch on to a woman's breast. The Most High put all this in place. The Most High set all these things up. So during the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Booths, this is an opportunity to say, look where we came from. Look where we came from. Because you can put a child on a woman's breast and that child can be fed. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. When you truly think about the power of the Most High, it's crazy. And when you go into that book and read that book, and you read one verse, and it's just like, holy crap, are you what? What? No, yeah, what? It makes it so much powerful. The way when you go to the beach, right? You go to the beach and you see the water coming up onto the beach, and the water just stops at a certain level and pushes back in. The Bible, God said in the book of Job, asking Job, where were you when I created the barriers? Like it goes very deep. But you just think about childbirth as well, you be like, holy crap. But anyway, I'm gonna end on that. But this is what I want everybody. The whole purpose of everything was just say, okay, the Feast of Tabernacles is another feast that the Most High laid out. And I would, and I'm not pushing anything on you guys. If you're not a believer, you're not a believer. But I just know it's a lot of things on the surface. But if you dig deeper and deeper and deeper, you're going to find that personal relationship with the Most High. And when I tell you find that personal relationship with the Most High, life is not going to be a cakewalk. Life is gonna be all right. It's gonna be pretty good. And when you say pretty good in what standard, I can't tell you, right? I can't tell you what standard. I don't know if it's gonna be financially, health wise, or whatever it may be, but life will definitely be better. All right, everybody, you all have a good one, right? Y'all have a good one. Everybody that's on here from the Promised Land, we about to start doing some live trading right now. And we're about to get into it, man. So all praise to Most High. Y'all have a good one. This Sunday, we have a free webinar this Sunday. Free stock option webinar this Sunday, everybody. So listen, y'all have a good one. All praise to the Most High.